Okay, we arrived at the school here for the special secret Williams meeting. There's Williams person there. Oh yeah, cool. We're here, 6 o'clock meeting starting, private meeting, February 22nd, 2013, about 5:30. This is Montrose High School.
What time is this supposed to start?
6 o'clock. Where the heck is Fox 40? Oh, over there. Okay, you want to come in? You want to come in with me? Let's do it, because he's going to meet with Fox 40 over there.
Wait for her to come in. We can all walk in together as a media, you know?
All right. Yeah, I'm getting anxious. Don't feel like waiting much longer.
You don't feel like waiting much longer? You're freezing?
No, I'm just like ready to roll. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, I'm ready to go. We can just go in there and wait for them. That's fine with me. If you want, we'll go right.
All right, let the media pick it up. See what they say to us. Yeah. This is Montrose High School, Montrose, PA. Got Craig Stevens here, Fox 40. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Allie from Fox 40.
Hi, Allie. We've spoken together, yes.
So you heard a bunch of the neighbors did not get invited, right? That are nearby?
Well, that are beyond the 1.5 miles.
Okay, but how many? There's not 300 people that live.
No way. I don't believe it.
20 people.
Well, 1.5 miles. No, there's got to be 20 homes at least.
Yeah, but that are going to show up over here.
Yeah, I doubt it.
So we're wondering why they had the public meetings like the, you know about the, were you at the one, the planning commission meeting? And yeah, well that was a big deal. That was really kind of cool. And now we have this one that we're not inviting the public. So I don't know how we got 200 people invited to one.
Oh. Hi there.
Oh yeah. We're understaffed a little bit.
Okay, we got some Williams people here. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. You look familiar.
Do I?
Yeah.
Huh, imagine that.
Who are you? You're Williams? No, just a resident?
Nope.
You're not? You're not none of those?
I'm not nothing.
You're nothing?
Nope.
Huh. But you look familiar. I've seen you before. Do I look familiar?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we've met. I forgot where. All right.
I'm sorry, but no cameras are allowed inside.
Oh, really?
Really?
He's already.
Well, cameras are allowed. We're going to have a public meeting. This is public property.
It's not a public meeting.
This is not a public meeting? Is that what you're saying? So who are you?
Somebody telling you it's not a public meeting?
Well, this is a school. This is a public meeting. This is a school. We're residents. We pay taxes here. There's no private meetings in our schools.
I believe you're a resident of Silver Lake, correct?
Yeah.
Is that Montrose School District?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Part of it is Montrose School District, right?
Okay.
So, yeah. So, we live here. Do you live in our county?
I might.
You might. I doubt it. And these people, I doubt, live in our county, too.
I'm sorry, no cameras are allowed in.
What are you, the police? You can't stop us. You're not police.
I can.
Why can you stop us?
No cameras are allowed in. It's an invitation-only event.
Let's get something on footage here. You're not the police, so you can't stop us. We can get in here and we can videotape anything we want as long as we're peaceful and we don't disrupt.
No,
which
I've
we're
been
not.
instructed to ask you to not come in.
Who instructed you?
There are no.
Hey, we were at every one of the scoping hearing meetings. I have the pipeline going across my property.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
who?
If you're one of the neighbors of church,
No, I
you're allowed.
I have the laser, which is on the Williams line, going across half a mile of my property. So that's exact. They'll be attached to it and that. But I'm just had a question. That I didn't get to talk to Helen today because she called me back, but I didn't catch her.
Yeah, she's coming down.
She's coming down. Well, I spoke with her.
I asked her why the meeting isn't at Oak Lake, which is within a mile and a half or 2 miles of this compressor station. Why are we having it 8 miles away in
You'll have to ask her.
Well,
Good, we'll ask
will.
her. Are you a resident or are you Williams? She's not answering either. Must be Williams. They never want to identify themselves. All right, we're going in. If you have to call the police, call the police. Do whatever you got to do.
We will be if you come in.
Well, I'm coming in. Call the police.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's come in here. Watch what they do. We're able to come in here. Call whatever police you want. Start calling the police. This is not a private meeting, and we're calling the superintendent of schools, which we did.
We've talked to the superintendent as well, and it is a private meeting.
It's not a private meeting.
Okay.
I took care of it.
Took care of it?
She's,
Okay.
This is the auditorium. This is our auditorium, our schools. And they're trying to keep residents out of a meeting. People who live here and pay taxes here, not people who are just working here and who think they can take over the county. You can't take over the county. You can't just do whatever you want. We live here. Do you live here, Miss Fayette or Fiquette? Fiquette, Miss Fisher, Alexis Fisher, do you live here?
Yes.
You do? Well, that's good to know. How about you, Becky Fiquette?
I do. It's spaghetti.
Fiquette, good. I'm glad you live here. So we'll see if you're going to keep out other residents who want to know what's going on. We need to have a transparent company called Williams or Cabot, whatever your name is. Williams/Cabot. And get the superintendent here. Get Mr. Agnoski here.
We've spoken to him already.
Well, we've spoken to him too.
Funny how he's given two different stories.
Right, we got two different stories. So we want to see if he can settle it.
Call him up. Tell him to go on down.
Get Agnoski in here.
Hi. How are you? They're going to
Here's another Williams employee. Another Williams employee.
So on the consent, we need to sign and then check them off the checklist.
She called me.
The ones that have ours paid, they already printed. Okay. Just check them off.
So why can't you let us in? What's your story?
It's invitation only.
So invite us. Give us an invitation.
That's up to Helen.
Well, then get Helen over here. We want an invitation. She's coming?
She called both of us today.
Yeah, we spoke to Helen. We want an invitation.
Your name?
That kind of defeats the whole purpose
Did
of
you
an invitation.
RSVP to this? Yes.
Why? You just add more people. It holds 800 people. You could fit us. I don't take up more room than one seat.
Ellis and Karen Arthur.
Okay.
Another employee. This must be another employee, the way he's looking.
How are you?
Hi, good.
And it's just down the hall, take a right to the cafeteria.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
We want to hear what you have to say about the Williams compressor station. We want to hear what you have to say about 3 compressor stations that are within 2 miles of a school where our children go. You want to put 3 compressors with a total of 7 in one, at least 4 in another, that's 11, plus another 8, that's 19 compressors within 2 square miles. How do you even have the nerve to do that and pollute us? You know, there's tons and tons of pollutants. You can laugh about it.
Apparently, they're just doing it for the fun of it. I
No,
don't know.
apparently you work for them, so you can laugh about it. But do your kids go to that school, Elk Lake School?
My kids are grown.
Of course, so now you don't have to worry about it. Do you have any grandkids?
Yes.
Well, would you put them in Elk Lake School?
Sure. It's a good school.
Good school, but it's going to be surrounded, it's already surrounded with enough pollution. And we got now 3 compressor stations going in. We got neighbors complaining of the constant smells, toxic emissions by the
So
tons.
the neighbors can come here and speak to Williams.
Yeah, well, You didn't invite anybody beyond a mile and a half. There's other neighbors that live right next to your other stations.
Compressor station here this evening.
Oh, just one. Well, we have 2 others in the vicinity within 2 square miles.
Meetings about those.
They haven't had meetings about those. Not enough meetings with the public. No private meetings. This is your first private
Apparently
meeting.
There's never enough
And you're
meetings for
trying-
you, but that's okay.
You're trying to fulfill the DEP requirement to notify people before you make the permit, which you didn't do. So you're in violation of DEP regulations. And hopefully they will violate you and do their job. Because otherwise we're going to have to do a class action suit against DEP because they're not even doing their job in protecting us. So you know that?
That's your prerogative.
Good.
How many private meetings did you guys have for the Constitution pipeline?
Yeah, what did you have for the Constitution? What did you have for the Shields? How about for the Shields compressor? Oh, how about the Shields compressor station, since you're the compressor station guy?
I have nothing to do with compressor stations.
Oh, so what are you, the guard? Oh, here she is. All right, Helen, we want to get in there.
Yeah, you're not. This is a meeting specifically for residents who live within 1.5 miles of the the proposed church compressor station. A number of them have asked us if we'd be willing to have a meeting for the people who are directly impacted.
Yes, within a
by
mile and a half.
facilities. Exactly.
But how about the ones beyond a mile and a half, like Paul Carpich,
Yeah.
who's also impacted by 2 other compressor stations?
Paul and I had a long chat. In fact, I've spent a
And
lot
today?
of time talking to, you're going to let me answer. A lot of time talking to Paul over the past year. He understands that we're planning on having similar meetings for other stations, including the Shields, which he would be invited to, ultimately including Lathrop. So that's the purpose of this meeting.
Yes, so we want to hear it too. We live in the county. The
what we
air
have to
spreads
do-
all over.
what we have
I don't
to
want to
do-
smell your polluting air.
Because I was asked by the school.
And we're at risk from
And
explosions from your compressor stations, just like
person is
Lathrop
not actually
exploded.
invited, that they not be in the building. So
Okay.
I'm going to have to ask you to.
Oh, yeah, and who
but
told you
if
that?
would-
Who told you we can't be in the building?
The superintendent. And so, but thank you. Of course, you are welcome to
I'll bet
stand
you money, though,
outside.
he's not gonna wanna hear that on the news on Monday.
I'll bet you.
We have you saying the superintendent won't allow us in the building of
you are
where we
welcome
are
to stand
residents.
outside.
You're not a resident of this county, and you don't pay taxes
You are
here.
welcome to stand
You're not a
outside.
resident.
And
You're welcome to stand outside with us.
Well, that's.
How about that?
That's where we are. Okay.
So what are you going to do?
So, do you have?
Call whatever you want to call. Let's go. We want to be in there.
Okay. Do you have what you?
We have a right to videotape and see what you are saying to the people of our county. To see what you are telling them. We need to be a witness.
This is the list of those.
Okay. Okay. You're good.
Yeah. And when they come in, I just check.
Okay, good. Well, I guess that's an extra sheet, if we can keep that in there. Okay?
Okay.
So, you're set?
Ellen, you called me today, I was gonna ask you a question, why isn't this held at Elk Lake?
You know what, I wish you'd call me earlier. Tell you what, give
I
me
did.
a call
I did call you
tomorrow.
back.
I'll be available to call you or to chat.
Well, how about now,
I can call you
Helen?
back today.
How about now? You're available
I'm
now.
sorry I didn't get that message, but again, you know, Dara knows I return my calls. If you give me a ring
You did call me
tomorrow.
earlier, I tried to call you back.
That's what you know. Don't speak for me.
We'll talk tomorrow.
Don't
Thanks
speak
very
for
much,
me.
Craig.
You take your time returning calls, like days or a week. You don't return calls right away like others might. What do we got? Another Williams employee?
Vera,
Huh?
they're gonna let the
What?
news media interview people inside of here, but citizens can't be in the building.
Okay, so we have that on tape. They're letting news media come in, but the citizens who live here can't come in and witness what's going on. So we got that on tape. Because we're going to have to file charges on these people. We're going to go to the DA.
Sir?
We're going to go to DA.
You an employee of the school? Okay.
We're
So
gonna-
is it open now? Is there people in here that are from the public?
Yeah, there's some came in there from the public. I saw them walk in. Public is here
No, I
already.
mean, in the school, it's in the school building itself, besides the janitor, there's other public people here.
I guess so.
It's fairly cold outside, so I want to find out whether they're throwing us out of there.
Before if they do you mind doing the interview?
Sure.
And also see this.
They're not going to throw me out of the building.
Where do you want to do the interview, right
I
now?
tried to enter their meeting.
You could do an interview right now. Do an interview right now with us, while we wait for the police to come. Because they're gonna play the police game. People coming in.
Jay, you want this down?
I'll take it.
Hi, how are you?
Okay. You go.
Could you stand right in front of the camera?
Sure, okay.
And Craig Stevens, correct? And any title?
Edward and Mary.
Sixth generation landowner. So we're like,
Would it be in a different
And tell me what's going on here today, why you're here, and what just happened.
Well, I mean, we heard about the meeting through the grapevine today. It's not publicly announced. It's a private meeting, we're saying. They invited, well, I heard 300 people. I'm wondering, it's supposed to be residents within a mile and a half of the church compressor station. Knowing that we've already had 2 meetings locally about this and it was approved by our planning commission. They know that this is a very interesting subject for most everybody in the area. We're concerned about the compressor stations. There's a lot of them. I have a half a mile of the laser midstream, which is now the Williams pipeline across my private property in Silver Lake Township. More than likely it will be fed gas by this station. Along with the other ones. So I'm not opposed to this. I actually have pipeline across my property. What I'm opposed to is we've got this meeting. There's 800 seating capacity in this room, and they invited 300 people. Why they didn't spread this out? I just heard Helen, you heard her say there's impacts. These are people that are going to impact this area. What impacts are there? Because they told us there's no noise impacts,
Thank you, though.
there's no odor impacts, there's no anything. So how do you determine an impact zone? To me, if the wind is blowing one way, you could have impacts 40 miles away from something that's blowing out. So if you, is there a magic ring at 1.5 miles or 2 miles or 3 miles? I don't think so. Our concern is transparency. This is the same company who's trying to build the Constitution pipeline starting in Brooklyn, Pennsylvania, right down below us. And every meeting they have has to be public. It's required by law to the federal government. This is not a public meeting, but it is in a public place. I also asked, and Helen would not answer me in front of all of us, why they did not hold this in Oak Lake. At the high school, there's just plenty of room for this. I don't know whether it wasn't available, or maybe it's a very contentious issue because the school itself is very close in proximity to this compressor station. I would not have a child going to an Oak Lake school right now, because I have no idea how much between the gas wells and the compressor stations that are nearby is there's problems. So we're simply asking questions. Nobody's here causing trouble, but they don't want anybody viewing this or taping it. What are they talking about inside that is top secret? Once you make things top secret, you get people's curiosity up. That's like me. We're just curious neighbors, the taxpayers that want to know what's happening. We saw what happened at the, you were there, but your station was at the planning commission meeting. It went from being tabled one week to going through 8 to 0 the next week. We were told because of pressure, but nobody will tell us where the pressure came from. I don't like as a taxpayer and citizen to be told that pressure was put upon my elected or appointed officials to make any decision. I want the decisions made with the full thumbs up from the community. The community has not given this project a thumbs up. They know that. And so we're concerned about having top secret meetings that only people that are invited can go to.
And what is there any way they could rectify the situation besides letting, if they had an open meeting a few weeks later, or letting?
I've been to every meeting for the Constitution. It was all public. They had one here. They had one in New York. They had scoping hearings and everything else. Very up and up. Answered questions. Matt Swift, who's the project manager, has been very accessible with those. He answered questions even if they were uncomfortable. We like that. That was transparent. It's open for us to see. We don't like to hear about secret meetings that are, they won't tell you it's secret, they're inviting specific people. That makes it limited. It's not limited to only that. If this was in something that would impact only those people in that circle a mile and a half away, I could agree with this. It has nothing to do with that. This isn't a well that they're drilling and on somebody's property. There's an impact zone that they determine, or the state does. This we don't know. That's the answer we've been asking for. We want that question's answer is how far away one of these stations will impact people. And that concerns me, having children that are here on a part-time basis, but here. This is a sixth-generation property.
How are you?
I should be able to get those.
Good.
And this is Susquehanna County. So I'm a county taxpayer. If they're going to put something in this county that might belong to my house with the wind blowing the right way, I want to know about it, and I don't want to find out that I can't come to a
a public building. If my kids were living here, they'd be going to this school. And I don't like that they're using it. And I want to know why they're using it as no play. And I want to know why they're not having a meeting and invite all the parents of the children that live near there to come and express their concerns. Because if they did it, they probably would be told, we don't want a compressor station in our children's school neighborhood. So that's mainly what we're here. It's interesting. They've been pretty open and honest with me, William, so far on what I've dealt with them with. But to have this happen and to get this kind of shit order thrown out.
Bob Baker from our local paper.
Thank you.
I know, I'm not from this area, but Larry told me that there's been issues with compressors catching on fire.
No, right down the street from this one is the Lathrop.
Yes.
Built by Cabot about 2 years ago. And then about a year and a half later, they sold it to Williams. Within 6 months, they had an operated air explosion that blew the roof off. I've got documents, I can show you pictures of it. They blew part of the roof off and the walls out. And that was right near the same area, Oak Lake and all that. The ones that are in close proximity to each other, the teal, the shields, and this one, they'll be within about 2 miles circle of each other. And our concern, not me, I don't live there, but our concern watching this is that's a lot of compressor engines.
Bob Baker's getting in.
And I wrote the environmental impact is a concern for you. What
They won't admit, you just heard her say there is an impact area, that's why people were invited. But they won't admit to what the impacts are, or that there are any. They say there's no noise impact, there's no health impact. Okay, show us. We've asked for one time, I want real-time monitoring at compressor stations already running full speed. We want to know what's coming out of it, the size of the run. We don't want it to be partially run and then turn on high when they're off. We have real data.
Hi.
And you can tell anybody, there's 400 of these in the state.
Your RSVP.
How noisy they are. So our focus is what's going on. Why do we have to have secret meetings? There's no reason we can't be in there. Were you were at the theater?
Yes, that one we can.
They let us in there. There's 3 of us, me, Vera, and Ryan, totally remote, opposite of them. They let us come in, they let us have let us film, except for Vera. You saw it. This is ridiculous. This is what should be. You can say that. We saw these things.
Yes.
Why? We're out front having a great conversation with people. No argument, no yelling, answering questions. And then taking objectives. Did you notice when the person came over, when the sheriff came out and said, then we didn't do it. And then when the news crew came over, they ran inside the building. They didn't want to be on the phone. So that's what we appreciate you guys showing us. This is not about us. They don't want to answer. As far as we're concerned, the railroad is a planning commission, big time, with threats of whatever we don't know. Maybe they'll find out and hear that, but we won't find out. So we're concerned about that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I don't have it. I think I had it at one point.
I am not an anti-drill man. I just want to make sure and land's cleaner for my children. I don't know where that's going to happen. And then they highlight this, so it makes me feel like
And do you think that they will call the police?
I'm sure it was called. I'm sure they were called.
oh, there we go. Look who's here. Let's see him throw him out. Ray Kim was here too. What's up?
Hi, Ray.
Hey, cutie. What you up to?
We're just waiting to get in. Hi, Mike. Hi, Terry.
Hey, bro.
How's it going?
Are we supposed to sign up?
I don't know. Find out. See what they say to you.
Okay.
See if you can get in. They told us it's by invitation only. I said, why are we having private meetings in our school grounds? We're paying taxes here. We live here. They have private meetings on school grounds. We got Fox 40 here.
What's up, brother?
How's it going, brother? Sore as hell.
You look like shit.
Try to get some more answers.
Okay.
That's what happens when
Okay, Fox 40 is going in. Let's see what they do. Fox 40 is going in. Or she's walking past there, get some answers.
This is my invitation to be signed that we can get into.
I don't know, you could try, you can question them, see what they say to you. See what they say.
You look good, mother. Yes, I do. So do you. Right. Okay.
Hi.
Are we supposed to sign in for the meeting?
Do you live in the 2 mile radius or were you invited?
Oh, now it's a 2 mile radius.
2.5. I don't know what she sent out.
Yeah.
Just the meeting's by invitation only.
And what are the qualifications for invitations?
Helen sent out the invitation, so.
I think I'm quite 2 miles. I think I'm further than 2, I mean, I'm further than 2 miles. I think. Well, I'm just gonna walk around. We walk around here every night. Okay, thank you.
So now she's saying 2 miles, before they said 1.5 miles. So now you're saying 2?
Helen for sure.
Huh?
I don't remember specifically if she said 1.5 miles or 2 miles.
Okay.
Hi, Annie. How are you? Good, how are you? Good. You RSVP'd?
I did. No.
Hey there.
Hi.
No, you didn't RSVP? No.
Annie B. What is my name? The farm address? Okay, 1130 State Route.
So you were on the list, right? Sorry, what's the last name?
Here you go. You're not doing that, right?
I signed this.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Did you ask?
No, I did not.
So you guys using the auditorium? Or you can't tell us?
No, and you cannot come in with the camera, so please turn around.
You can't
Go
stop me, you're
outside.
not police.
I will not allow you to go any further. It's that simple.
I can go further. This is my school, I pay for it.
It's a private meeting.
Huh?
They gave, superintendent and the school district gave permission for Williams to use this, and they said no one else besides the people who are invited. It's an invitation-only thing.
Right, well, you can't stop me, you're not police.
Unfortunately, we
And you're not-
we can't allow
you're
you
not-
to come in.
Well, I have to go in.
And we're expressing, really trying to, help you out and say just, stand outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best we could do. But because when the police do come, they're going to be able to tell you to leave, and they're going to be able to give you, you're going to walk away with a
Are you going
citation.
you're going to go, are you doing, using the auditorium?
What's that?
Are you using the auditorium?
I won't be in there, no.
But that's the place where they're going to have it?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I have.
I don't have much information. I'm just told what to do,
You're told what to do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to go in there.
Ma'am,
You're not the police. You're not the police.
we don't want the police to come. We want to avoid any sort of police
Well,
contact.
you're not the police, otherwise we have to go to the DA for stopping us.
You can go to the DA.
That's fine.
You can't stop us.
It looks like we are.
Well, keep moving.
Ma'am,
we're not moving.
if you would like, you could go to the magistrate and you could file a complaint with them.
I am filing a complaint.
That's absolutely
You can't
fine.
stop us from going in our own school. You're
ma'am,
not.
The reason is, ma'am, like I said, people aren't in school. You're not allowed in the school 24/7, right?
Of course we are.
No,
We're able to be
no,
here.
absolutely not.
As long as it's open, we're able to be here.
But I am saying that. But right now, it's not open. It's considered not to be open.
It is open because we also walk here. We have a walking path. People come in here for exercise.
That's fine.
Well, it's good, and I can walk right
No,
here.
this is not part of the walking path.
Well,
Unfortunately.
you can't stop me. You are not the police.
Look, I'm not.
You're not the police.
I wish I could.
Don't lay hands on me.
I wish
Don't
I
lay
could.
hands on me.
I did not. You're walking into
You're
me.
touching me. You're touching me. They're touching me
With what?
with your elbow.
I'm not touching you. I'm standing here.
You just touched
stopping
me.
you from going in.
You're touching me. You can't. He's pushing me with his elbow. I feel his elbow on my elbow.
I'm not pushing.
This guy
It's my
here.
forearm. I'm not pushing.
His forearm is touching me.
They determined a mile and a
You're
half.
touching me.
And we wouldn't be if you were standing over there.
Yeah, but you have no right to stop
Yes, we
us.
do.
No, you
It's
don't.
a private meeting.
Doesn't matter. You can have
Yes,
all
it
the
does
private.
matter.
You can have all the private meetings, but
can't
you
walk
are
into a
not the
board meeting
police.
of Coca-Cola.
This is not a board meeting. This is
You
not
can't walk into
Coca-Cola.
you can't
This
walk
is
into
a
an
public
executive
school.
board meeting
Next
of
time,
the
don't
school.
have it in a public
You can't
school.
walk into a private meeting anywhere.
No, not in a school. You can't do it in schools. You
Yeah,
picked the
but-
wrong building. This is a taxpayer's building. He's pushing on my right arm.
pushing anything. You
He's
ran
pushing my arm.
Ma'am,
Get out of my
you're
way.
running into me.
Get out of my way. Get out of my
It won't
way.
happen.
Get out of my way.
It won't happen.
Get out of my way.
No.
You are not the police.
The police are coming and you will be escorted out.
You are not the police. Understand? You're not the police. Get it?
Are you a lawyer?
Are you?
Maybe.
You're
You
not.
never know.
So you don't.
You don't
Doesn't
know.
matter. You don't know me either. I might be a lawyer. How do you know?
Because I know.
Oh, I also know about you. You're not a lawyer. Move it.
You're touching me.
Move it. Move it. You're touching me.
Ma'am, we're not.
You're touching me.
We're not looking for any trouble.
Look at me. You're touching me.
Ma'am, we're
You're
not
touching me.
looking
Let me
for any
get through.
trouble.
This is not, you're not the police. You can't stop residents from going in. You can't stop residents from going in.
We can in this matter. Like we
You
said-
have no
like we said,
special police powers. You don't have special
We're not
police.
trying to claim that. We're not trying to claim
So then why are you stopping residents from going here? You are not a resident.
We're stopping people who aren't invited.
This is a public school.
It's not a
It's a
public
private
function.
meeting.
Doesn't matter. They don't have private meetings
Yes,
in
they
public
do.
school. I've
Yes, they
never
do.
seen one.
Where
Not
does
in
the
our
school
school.
board
They meet openly. Anybody can come to school
Where's
board
the
meeting.
executive board meeting?
They meet here and we
And
can
it's a
meet.
private meeting.
You're not the
Yes, it is.
executive board.
Neither are you.
And neither am I, and neither are you. And neither is Williams.
It's a private meeting, just like the executive board meetings.
You gotta let us in.
I don't understand why you're pushing. It's not.
I don't understand why you're pushing.
I'm not pushing.
Why are you
anything.
stopping me?
I'm
You
stopping.
can't
I'm
stop
not
me.
pushing anything.
You can't stop me.
I'm not.
I'm going to the DA. You can't stop me.
Go right ahead.
And to the magistrate. We're filing charges.
Absolutely.
You can't
That's your
stop
right.
us.
You can absolutely do that. That's fine.
Did you like that ringtone? I can get it for you if you want.
No, I don't need it. I don't need anything from you.
Down the hall to your right.
You guys will eventually be charged
Okay.
for polluting our neighborhood, our county, and adding pollution to our county so that people are going to be getting sick from your pollution, from your lack of consideration for our lives.
That's that's your opinion.
And
You
you're
know what they
going,
say about opinions.
well, that's your assessment of what I say. It's not an opinion.
Well-
That's your assessment. You have an opinion about my opinion.
Yes, and you know what they say about opinions, right?
No, I don't know anything. I
Opinions are like elbows. Everybody's got at least one.
yeah, and you got a couple of elbows that you've been touching me with.
We're
Your
just standing
elbows
here.
have been touching me.
I'm just trying to.
You keep walking into them.
Yeah, that's a nice excuse when you talk about people walking into you
Yep.
when you stop them.
I'm just standing here, and you keep walking into me.
Ma'am, come on. Let's act like adults here, right?
Yes.
Let's act like adults.
Yeah,
You.
please.
Nope. You're pushing me out. They're pushing me out of the building. They're pushing me out. They're pushing.
We're escorting her. It's not
I'm not
assault.
asking. You're assaulting me.
Friend, I will
Sir.
defend her. Get your hands off her.
I didn't ask for an
Call the
escort.
cops if you don't want to.
Call the
Go
cops.
We're calling the
Are we clear? Got it. She's the only one that can tell her.
You are now trespassing, Vera.
I am not trespassing my own school. Since when
Yes,
do we
you
trespass in our own school? Because Williams Gas has taken over our county.
Vera, please, just go back out into the hallway.
You've taken over our county.
How is Williams taking over
You're
the
telling
county?
us that we trespass
out into the
in our
hallway.
own school.
please go out into the hallway. If you want to stay, you can go outside and you can talk to everybody as they come
No,
in.
I want to stay right here.
The school doesn't want you in here.
You don't want me in here.
No, the school doesn't want you in
Do
here.
not speak for the school.
The school has informed us what they want.
You are not the spokesman for the school.
They told us what they want.
I don't.
They don't
I did
want you
not
in
hear
here.
that.
Call the school and ask
Then
them.
you call them. You call Mr. Agnoski.
I have what they said. If you want to,
You
if
get
if
Mr.
you have
Oscar.
a contradictory story. Of
You
what
have
they're
a
telling you.
you have a
get 'em on the
contradictory
phone.
story. You call him.
I
You're
don't
the
have
one.
to.
I don't have to either. You're the one that tells me I can't do anything because you've taken over the school and you've taken over our county, and now
How
you're
have we
telling
taken over
us.
the county? Explain this. to
And
me.
now you're telling us what to do in our own schools.
How have we taken over the county? It's
Just-
a private meeting.
Private meetings do not exist in
Yes,
our
they
school.
do. You admitted it yourself.
No, they don't.
Yes,
you
they do.
admitted to it. You're the one that's telling me what we do in our own school district.
What does every school do? Every school has a board meeting.
Right, but
Every
it's
school has an executive board meeting where no one is allowed. It's a private meeting.
this is not an executive board meeting.
No, but they
This
have
is
private
some-
meetings in a public school.
That's your words, not mine.
Those are your words. You agreed to them before.
No,
If you didn't turn off the tape recorder, that is.
no, I didn't turn off anything. I don't play the games you play.
Oh, I've seen you play games, Vera.
Of course you will like to say that because
I've
you
seen them. I've seen your videos. What
Really?
about the guy when Susan Sarandon was coming around? And you were calling that man, the man who was trying to do the same things that you're doing to me, was trying to do them with Susan Sarandon, and you're getting right in his face, using foul language, degrading his heritage.
Yeah,
That was awful.
really?
When have we ever done that to you? Ever. We have always been polite to you.
He trespassed on private property and we told him to leave several
He
times.
was on the street. I saw the video.
Yes, but you didn't see the other parts. There are other parts of the video. You
They
only
were
saw
your videos. Why didn't you put them in there then?
It's there. There's other videos. He was on private property. He was asked to leave several times. So you haven't seen the whole thing, so you don't know what he's done.
No,
you don't know.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I haven't seen everything.
And you weren't there. And you weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
And
but
he
I saw
also-
the videos. But
and
they
he
were your
also-
videos.
So that's not the whole story. That's only part of
So you
what's
only
happening.
put half the story in your videos?
Well, because I don't videotape the whole thing. I'm involved in the complete encounter, so I can only do so much. There's other people who videotape. We have other tapes, and you can see those. But we can send that to you. You can give me your email. I'll send you the other ones that others have taken.
Yeah, but why? But if they're your own videos and you're not putting out the whole story, then
They're not my videos. They're other people's videos. Other people videotaped besides me.
Well, you were standing there in his face with a camera just like this.
Yeah. So you don't know what he did, how he lied to the residents there. He came for hours and interviewed them a year ago and told them that he was doing an anti-Frank movie, that he wanted to save Ireland. So he's a liar. And he spoke to our residents and gave them the wrong impression. So we know who he is. You
Yeah, but
don't.
you say the Williams people are lying too. But what are they lying about?
Did I say you were lying? Those
No,
your
no, no. I didn't say I was. I didn't say that you said that I was lying. But you have said that the Williams people are doing terrible, terrible things to the environment. What are they doing?
They are allowing one compressor after another to go, one compressor station after another, every 2 to 4 miles in areas
Okay,
where
let
we
me ask you-
live.
Can I ask you this? Why would they build
Go ahead.
compressor after compressor after compressor? Why would they spend the money on that if they didn't need to build a compressor?
They need to build all kinds of things. Doesn't mean it's good for us. It emits tons of emissions of VOCs and BTEXs and benzenes and formaldehydes and sodium dioxides and all kinds of things, nitrous oxides per year. We don't have to breathe that. We don't have to get asthma, us and our children. We don't have to have lung disease because you have to get the gas out and put one compressor station after
another. Have asthma and lung problems and everything else that have had it way before all this stuff came around.
Right, you love to say that. You always say it's always before, but there are new cases that will come.
Happened all the time.
Yes, but it'll be an increase of it, and we don't need to be exposed.
How do you know there's going to be an increase? Are you? Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying. I mean, are you a doctor? I mean, how do you know there's going to be an increase? And I don't mean. I'm not trying to offend you, and I'm not trying to. Nothing like that. I'm just like, how do you know that there's going to be an increase in all this stuff?
Because when you have more and more toxins and more pollution, there's always an increase.
Well, isn't the state and the federal government saying that their emissions are fine?
No. They have to still do studies. They're doing studies right now for long-term health impacts, which they haven't even done.
But these businesses have existed for years and years and years, all throughout the country, all throughout the world.
But not in this concentration. Not every 2 to 4 miles. Not
Oklahoma is full of gas, and Oklahoma and Texas is full of gas.
And next to homes, next door to homes, within 400 feet of homes. And they're all over the place. Gas sites within 300 feet of homes. Compressor stations within 400 feet of homes, and pipelines.
Well,
all over us.
Wouldn't that be up to the local ordinances to decide that this is bad or this is good or something like that?
We have no local ordinances because we are agriculturally.
Well, no, I mean, you were saying how in Texas that they're so close to homes and whatnot.
I'm talking about here. I do not speak.
You just said Texas. I'm sorry.
I did not say Texas. You imagined that I said Texas.
No, I said Texas, and then you continued the conversation.
I'm talking about here.
Okay.
I live in Susquehanna County. I don't live in Texas. I don't live in Colorado. I live here. So I fight here for my own land, my own environment, my own health, and the health of everybody that I know. I live here.
But it sure seems that there's a lot more people that are more in favor of the gas companies than opposed.
That's your word for it. You don't know. You haven't done a study.
I don't have a study. Nope, I don't.
No, you haven't.
There's a lot more people that are at these meetings that are in favor of it.
No, not to the meetings that I go to. The meetings I go to, I see a lot of people who are not in favor of it. You have to come to those meetings.
Okay. When are those meetings on?
Well, I'll let you know. Give me your email, and I'll let you know and give you an invite. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, they must have it in another room because nobody's here. I saw people going back there behind the auditorium. Maybe it's in the cafeteria, probably, because they can't get their 300 people here. They only had a handful show up, and it's after 6. They can't even bring their own people who they claim are in favor of it. Call the police, and you can't prevent me from my own school, going in my own school. He's preventing me. He's keeping me back.
I'll tell you what, people inside that, because I'm sure a lot of them aren't going to be happy. Mr. Pasco is not going to be happy. He's very influential here. This is a bad idea on your guys' part. I'm not.
It's in the cafeteria. Looks like there's nobody in there.
This is the worst PR for Williams they're going to do. So
they're keeping us out of here. They're keeping me out of here.
I'm a partner with you guys on my plan.
It was an invitation-only event.
You can't do that at a public school.
School district.
School, they're excluding from the meeting.
They won't let me in.
We'll take notes.
You take good notes.
Vera, please.
You're going to have charges filed on you.
Oh,
You're preventing people from going in their own school district.
You just touched me with your hands, Vera. You just punched me in the stomach.
You're a liar, and you know.
Here's my witness right here.
You're a liar, and you have witnesses. You just touched me with your stomach. Why are you touching your belly on my body?
You punched me with your stomach.
You're a liar.
That's assault.
Yeah, really? You're a liar.
Now, we've had a very pleasant conversation.
Look how they make fun. They actually make
We had a very pleasant
assaults.
conversation in there, and now you're trying to do this.
Your body is touching my body. It's
because
assault.
You keep walking into it.
Your body.
That is not assault.
Why are you blocking me? You can't.
Because
you are blocking
not
me.
In.
You are not
It's
the police.
that simple.
Do you get it? You're not the police. You're acting like the police, and that's impersonation of a police officer. You will have charges. You're preventing people from going out. That's police action.
Vera, do you mind doing me a favor? You're probably not going to do it, but just talk to your friend. We had a nice conversation.
Which friend?
We're asking you to just stand back there. Just stand back there.
Why? So make it easier for you so that you can do whatever you want and walk over our county and take over our county?
I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking you to stop doing what you're doing. All I'm at, just stand
I want to go in the meeting.
I'm asking you to stand back there, all right? And then we're trying to get Williams people to come out here and talk to you guys as much as they can, but they're tied up talking to people back there.
I've already talked to Williams. I talked to them on the phone today.
Look, there's nothing going on back there that you haven't been to, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. You've been to all sorts of meetings.
Yes.
There's nothing going on back there that's brand new.
That's your word. How do I know it's true?
If you don't want to believe me, all I'm asking is that you stand up there. Just stand up there with your friends. You can videotape as much as you want. You have your video camera out, that's fine. I'm asking you politely. I'm asking you
politely too. Let me through.
You're not asking me, you're telling me.
Let me through.
Ma'am, please.
I don't have to ask permission from my own school.
This is your school.
This is my school.
Ma'am, like I said.
What do you mean it's not my school?
It's not your school right now. Right now,
it's not my school right now. Right now, it's changed what it is.
It's hosting a private function. All right. So
It's not my school?
Williams has the school, the superintendent.
Williams, that's right. They have the school. They took over, like they took over the county. Now they're taking over our
they're
school.
not taking over. They have an agreement with the superintendent for tonight.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
what's going on. They're just using.
Well,
one
call the
that's all.
superintendent, let him talk to me.
I don't have his number, but if
You
wanted to
probably
call him-
do.
If you wanted to
You
call
can give him a
probably-
call. You give him a call. and
You
tell
give
to
him a
talk to
call.
me.
You're the one that's
Tell
preventing
him to
us.
call, come on down here and talk to me.
You call him.
You have the authority. You say he's got the he let you come in. So tell him to call me and tell me this, because when I talked to him, he said no.
So since you talked to him, call him. You have your little phone. I don't have
You
my
say,
phone.
see,
I don't have my
difference
phone
is-
with me.
Well, that's one of your friends. The difference is that you're saying something contradictory to what he's told us. So call him up, tell him to come down here, and tell him to confirm your story.
So you're going to let me in there without a camera?
They said they don't want you in there, Vera.
Oh, even without a camera? So is
Vera,
that what you're
not
saying?
Invited.
Even without a camera, but you let
You're
people in
not
there.
invited.
People are in there that were not invited. There are people in there
I have
that
no
were.
idea. All
I
I
know
know
who
is that
they
you were
are.
not invited.
I know who they are. They were in there. They were not invited.
Everybody
I
I
know.
saw go by, with the exception that when we were in there having a very nice conversation, had a name tag on, which means they were invited.
Well, I know who went in there, and I know they're not within the 2 miles. And you're letting other people in.
I have no
I know
control
who they
over
are. So I know people here.
that. You could be right, you could be wrong.
Well, we have witnesses, and they will come forward, and they'll say that they were let in, and you didn't let me in.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Don't film me, please.
Let me through.
No, Vera.
Let me through. You
No,
pushed
Vera.
against me again. Let me through.
That's because you keep pushing against me, Vera.
Let me through. You're blocking my way. You have no right to block a resident of this county.
Says you.
That's right. Your words are right here. And you're hearing me, and you're blocking a resident of this county. You're blocking a resident of this county. And you too. Both of you are going to be charged.
Okay.
We'll find out what your names are.
You can call the police. Why don't you call the police, Vera?
I don't
How come
have
you
a,
haven't?
I don't have a phone.
You want to borrow mine?
Yeah.
You want to call 911?
How are
Hi.
you?
Can you let me
Say
in?
police are on their way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Helen,
You're handling it.
can you let me in? Why are you letting others in who have not been invited?
Good night, Paul.
If they're not on the list. They're not on. Fire department was invited. But other than
So what are you
that,
going to do with this footage?
Yeah, you'll find out.
we're not going to engage.
Okay.
She doesn't want you to engage.
Otherwise,
So why won't you let us in, Helen? Tell everybody why you won't let residents in here. And you're not a resident. Why don't you let residents in here?
hey, have a good night, Severa. I mean, afternoon.
Okay.
Keep smiling. This
I'm
way.
just trying to be polite. I'm not.
Is that a hard drive
Facetious.
camera?
Mm-hmm.
Right on the hard drive?
Yep.
How much, like how many hours of video can you get on one of those? Just curious.
I don't know. About 5, maybe.
5 full hours?
I think so. Well, pretty good, I think, yeah.
I'm just trying to read the label. It says 80 gig. That's pretty good size.
It is.
Does it take good? This is Zeiss. I see a Zeiss lens. That's
Yeah,
good
it's
stuff.
pretty
That's
good.
glass.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I have an extra battery that can go even longer, 5 hours.
Nice.
Oh,
Is
so
it like
the battery
tripod
goes
model?
5 hours.
Yeah, you could put it anything you want.
How much do you hold about?
No, I'm like how many hours of video?
Yeah, yeah.
On this?
Yeah.
I think about 5 hours.
It's
Yeah,
about 5 hours.
maybe even more. I
Is
don't
it
know.
no? Is that the battery or the amount of video?
Both.
Both go about 5 hours.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good for a small camera.
Yeah, for small camera, right?
Remember, we used to have to have like a camera, like gigantic thing with a battery that weighed like a
Right,
brick.
it's nice and light, yeah. You can
They are
hold it
nice.
with one hand.
Yeah.
They are nice.
They got the ones that look like a cell phone. Well, they have the ones on the cell phone that can record just as long.
Right.
Plus they got
Right, but they may not have Zoom.
You
These
know what
have
the ones do?
Zoom.
It's called Flip. It's just like a cell phone.
Yeah, I
It's
heard
smaller
about
than
them.
that. You just plug it on your computer. My brother made like movies on it and stuff. It was
I've seen
pretty
those.
nice. It's nice. It's not too expensive.
Yeah. Well, these have Zoom on them, so you can do more with it. And they have good sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So what did you think of that meeting? Do you have any comments to make to the citizens of our county? What do you think of the meeting they gave you?
That's fine.
Did you learn anything worthwhile?
Some I knew already.
So do you feel like you got enough answers, or that you feel okay?
Yes.
Do you feel okay about them putting in a third compressor station within 2 miles, square miles of each other? And you have to live near it?
I imagine they need it. They have to figure out what they could do if they have a bust in a pipeline and they have to reroute the gas to another section of pipe. It's probably needed. Thank you.
Thank you. So they got a police officer here. One of our county police. Steve?
Yes.
State police. Right, we have state police here. One of them is here.
They're in here doing laps.
They are?
People in here that aren't part of the party. Now, that would be interesting.
Did you folks want to make any comments? How you feel about the meeting? Or how you feel about the third compressor station going in?
I feel that you need to turn that camera off.
That's what you feel?
Not in my face.
It's not in your
You're
face.
not talking to that Irish guy.
It's a private meeting in our schools. Our schools can have private meetings?
It's invitation only. That's what the superintendent set up, yes. They can't have private meetings. If they have a Boy Scout meeting here, they're not going to let you into a Boy Scout meeting. It's a private meeting. They don't. The superintendent said you're not to be in the building. He doesn't want you in.
He didn't tell us that. He spoke today for a half
He called
hour.
our barracks not even half an hour ago. He says he doesn't want you in the building. I mean, you guys could be outside the building all you want.
That's what Mr. Ignosky said? You're saying Mr. Ignosky said that to you?
Not to me directly, to my barracks. That's what I
He
was
said it
told.
to your barracks?
Yes.
That's not what he told us?
He told us today when we talked.
Well, that's what he told my barracks.
He told me
within the
today he
past
was
hour.
this close to canceling it after I spoke to him, but he said because they had invitations.
And what's
Thing
your...
is, we have to go by what we're being told now. Like I said, you guys could be outside the building all you want.
Can they stop me? Is that legal? They're not police officers. They stop me from walking through. Can
Yes,
they do that?
Yes.
Why can't they do it? They have police powers besides you?
No, it's not police powers. It's by law. The superintendent or any school faculty, by law, can tell anybody they want.
Yeah, but they're
to be in the
not.
building.
But he's not.
But
He's not
being
faculty.
empowered by the school faculty, by Mr. Agnosky, by them allowing to have the meeting here. It's just like a teacher.
So you feel that's legal?
Not that whether or not I feel it's legal, it is legal.
You're saying it's legal?
Yes, if the superintendent says he wants you off the property and you don't leave, you could be arrested for disrupting the meeting, you could be arrested for trespassing.
Well, this is the first we're hearing from somebody that has authority that they didn't say Mr. Agnosky wanted us off the property. Okay, so
From my understanding, Mr. Agnosky called my barracks, and that's why they sent me.
And what's
They said
your
they have
name?
no problem about you guys being outside the front.
What's your
So
name,
don't worry.
officer? What's
Trooper Kozlowski.
Kozlowski?
Yes, I've met you before, Mrs. Good to see you.
Did I meet you in the Lathrop station?
No.
You're not the Lathrop station guy?
Yeah, we only wanted to be a part of the process. We're not even saying that we don't want it to happen. Matter of fact, Mike talked about canceling it, the superintendent. I said, why? He said, no, there's people invited. We just want to be able to go as taxpayers here in Susquehanna County. My taxes pay for this school. I mean, that's the problem. And we're being, and I'm a pipeline, I have the pipeline going across my property, so that I wasn't invited. I came to ask to be invited.
The thing is, it doesn't have to do with the pipeline. It's a private meeting for whatever's going on.
Compressor
It's affecting
station.
just the people in that area. You know, it's
funny though, Kellen came out and told us there's an affected area of 1.5 miles with a compressor station that puts fumes out in the air. They said, first they won't tell you there's
That's a process you're going to have to take up through the legal system, not through me,
we're
not
just
through
asking
the school.
We wanted to come and ask questions, that was the thing. Nobody's disrupting, nobody's trying to stop.
But the thing is, they're having the meeting with these people right now. If there's an issue with fumes, whatever, that's something you're going to have to deal with at a later time. You could set up your own meeting with Williams.
Are you local
or go
in the county, or are you down further at Gibson? Because I don't know if you know that on December 18th, we had a meeting with the planning commission and they tabled the entire thing. I'm just letting you know that.
I understand, irregardless, because I probably don't want to be here any more than half these other people.
Well,
what I need you to do is,
we're going to.
You're going to have to step outside the building.
So we can't stay in the building, is that what you're saying?
from my understanding, from what the superintendent and the school faculty said, they don't want you in the building.
Okay.
You could be outside on the sidewalk all you want.
That's all we needed to know.
Okay?
And we were here, we
just
Okay, we got on.
from law enforcement.
They just don't want you in the building, and that's the only reason I'm here. Like I said, you could be out on the sidewalk and you could talk to wherever
Do you
want
live in the
from
county? Are you a resident of the county?
It's irrelevant.
Okay, I guess you don't.
My question though is, and I admonished them earlier, is, hey, Bob? So, hey, wait up, Bob, I tried to call you earlier. I understand they didn't want somebody here and they had orders. They can't touch her. Can't physically touch her. I know this.
Can they touch me? I mean, they put their body against me.
That is not an assault. There's various laws concerning physical contact. Trying to force your way into a private meeting is illegal. Yes, by law, being security officers, they are allowed to restrain you.
They're security officers?
They would not say they were security officers.
They're not telling us they're security.
Anybody, it doesn't matter. It's
Okay,
no different than a
I'm
school
learning
teacher. A
this, so I'm
school
just
teacher is
asking.
not a security officer. A school teacher can restrain somebody.
Sure.
It's common sense.
I'm learning.
I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to play the semantics game.
I'm just listening to you.
This is the final time I'm saying it. I'm trying to be nice. The school wants you out. You have to get out.
We are ready to leave. We just
That's
wanted
it.
to hear it from law enforcement. So I
Okay.
appreciate you
Well,
coming. Good.
You know,
Thank you.
I'm not trying to, you guys could do what you want to do. I know your concerns,
No
but
problem. No
I
problem.
have to support what the law
I appreciate
says.
what you're saying. Thank you very much.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
How do you spell your last name?
Vera Scroggins. Why, are you writing something?
Yeah, I have to write a report, so
Oh,
I can give
okay.
you information.
Vera Scroggins.
Spell the last name?
Scroggins.
Where do you live, Vera?
55 Gus Park Lane, Brackney.
I think that's good enough for my report.
Okay.
I just have to get your information, and I will be leaving.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, you too.